Hello everyone, I am Aaron Derek Dador and welcome to this Java tutorial. Today, I'll show you how to use some of the most common Swing components in Java using NetBeans, like the JButton, JLabel, JComboBox, JTextField, and JRadioButton. By the end of this video, you'll be able to create your own interactive GUI applications in Java. So let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is open NetBeans. So we're gonna go here and then double click NetBeans. It's gonna pop out. Then once we're in, we're gonna go to the top left corner here to create a new project. And then Java with Ant. Then we're gonna name our project Simple Components. So there's simple components, and then after we make our new project, we're gonna go here at the package over here, and then we're gonna right click it and then new, hover it to the new, and then go to JFrame form right above here. Then we click it, and then we're gonna name our class. So we're just gonna name it basic swing, and then finish. So once we're here, we can see the swing container, swing control, swing menus, swing windows, swing fillers, and out. So before we do something here, just gonna make sure we put the imports here. Import javax dot swing at event, and then import java dot out. So we're putting this import so we won't have a problem if we're gonna use those components later on and the code itself. We're gonna import java that out and then event. So after we put this imports, we can go back to design. So as you can see here, there's a place we can put our designs here, but before we use any of these swing controls and stuff, we are gonna put the panel. Okay, you're gonna put the panel, and if you want to change the color of the panel, you can right click it and then properties, and then come here to the background, and then we can change it to like dark blue or navy blue. So there, we change it to dark blue. And then the first swing component that I will be teaching you is the JLabel. So as we can see here in the swing control, you can see a label here. So this is the JLabel. Then we're just gonna click, or you can click it or drag it here. But for me, I'm just gonna click it and then paste it here. Okay, so you can see this is the JLabel. If you want to change the font and the color of it, you can just go here at you can right click it and then properties, and then go here at the font and click this one, and we're gonna change it to Javanese text, and then we're gonna italic it and then 24. So we're gonna change the color into white so we can see it from the navy blue background. And to change the text, you can just right click it and edit text here. Then I'm gonna change it to name. Okay. Now that we created that, we're gonna put it aside. And then we can also change the text here at the properties, and then here at the text. Okay. And then next, so this is how you use the label, the JLabel. You're just gonna go here, and then you can drag it, or you can just click it and any way you want. So yeah, that's how you use JLabel, as simple as that. So let's move on to the next one. The next one that I will be teaching you is JTextField. So as you can see here under the swing controls, we can see text field. You can see this text field over here. We're gonna drag it and then put it here next to the name. Here you're gonna just adjust it like that. then there. As you can see, there's a box of text field here. And then since we're gonna input here like the name, I'm gonna put it longer here. We're gonna move this back, and there. We're gonna erase all the text there so we can input later on. And then yeah, put it here. So this is the text field. If we're gonna run this for now, we can see this one, the name, and you can input there. My name is Aaron Derek Dador. I can input there here. So this is the use of the text field. You can input text over here. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to the next component that I will teach you on how to use it. It's gonna go to JButton. So let's go to JButton over here. You can see here at the swing controls, there's a JButton here, and then we're gonna drag it over here. Okay. And then if you want to change the text, you can double click it or right click it, edit text, and then we're gonna put enter. We're just gonna put enter, or like gonna put OK. Then we're gonna change the text to make it bigger and then clear. I gotta still use the same text. I'm gonna make it bold and then 18. As you can see here, there's an OK button. Right? And then this is a clickable button, but it doesn't have a function yet. So if we try to run it here, it's clickable. As you can see, it's clickable, but it doesn't have a function yet. So the next component that I will teach you guys is about JComboBox. So as you can see here in the swing controls, we can see the combo box, and then we can just drag it over here, and then we can resize it any size you want. There. So for example, if we run it here, gonna run it, we can click it here and choose here at the 4 different choices: item 1, item 2, item 3, and item 4. So if we go back, we can actually change the components inside, or the variables. For example, we're gonna change it to section, like school. We're gonna use it the BSIT sections. So BSIT 1A, and then comma BSIT 2A, and then comma BSIT 3A, and then last one is the BSIT 4A. Okay, now that we changed that, we can run it here, and then as you can see, it got changed into BSIT 1A, BSIT 2A, BSIT 3A, and BSIT 4A. So that is how you change the variables inside the combo box, or the choices. And then yeah, if you want to change the fonts, you can go back to properties and then change here. I'm gonna still go to Javanese text and then example 14, and then there you go, it got changed. So for the last component that I will teach you on how to use is JRadioButton. So as you can see here, the radio button under the swing controls, we will drag it here, and we will change the color of the text, because we cannot see it if both the text and the background are dark. So we're gonna change it to white, and then change the font to Javanese, and then 18. So there you go, and we're gonna edit the text. For example, we're gonna put mail for the radio box. Here we're gonna put mail, and then we're gonna add one more for the female category or the female choice. There. We're gonna change the text. We're gonna change the font, the size, and the color of the text so we can see it clearly and much better. And I'm gonna change it to white instead of black. And we're gonna change the text to female. And then there you go. We have two choices from the radio button. So we have here the two radio button that I inserted in my GUI. So if we try to run it in the source code, run. If I click both male and female, they are both getting selected, right? So we are going back here at the design. In order to be picked, like you can only pick one from these two, we are going to go to this button group. Okay, we're gonna use button group. We're gonna drag it here. Okay, now that you drag it here at the GUI or the JFrame, we can see it here at the left side, the button group. We just gonna rename it into XX as the classification of biological characteristics, the male and female, and then OK. And then from here we can just right click it and then properties. And then I can see here, or as you can see here, that there's a button group here, and then you can click the arrow down and then click sex. And then here also for the female, you can just go to properties and then button group and then click this. Then there. So if we're gonna try to run this again, we are going to see here the male and the female. So if I select male and I select female, the male will be unselected because I grouped them into one, and in the radio box you can only choose one from the multiple choices you can add here. You can add more, and then if I click male, the female will be unselected. So this is how you basically use radio button, and the most basic and easiest way. So for this part, guys, we are going to make this J button or the OK button functional. For example, we're gonna click it and there's a message dialog popping up saying registered. Okay, because for example, this GUI could be a registration for something. For example, you're gonna put your name and then pick your section and pick male or female and then OK, and there's gonna pop up a registered message dialog here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna double click this J button and then put here J option pane dot show message. So as you can see here, there's a message dialog. You can just click it or enter. Then we're gonna change this to this, and then double quotation and put registered there. Registered. So that's it. If we're gonna run the file again, for example, we're trying to register on something, fun run or anything, we're just gonna put our name and then there, put my name, for example, BizIT2A, then I'll pick male and then press OK. Now I am registered for the event that I am gonna join. So there you go. So these are the 5 most common Java Swing components that I teach you guys: the JLabel, JTextField, JComboBox, JButton, and the JRadioButton. So these are the 5 basic or most common Java Swing components that I discussed. So I hope you guys learned something on what I did today, the Java tutorial. So thank you for watching and have a great day.